Man, what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New coming at you on this Saturday. First and foremost, just want to send out positive vibrations and peace and much love to everyone who could be watching and listening right now. So, with all that being said, I want to come at you guys this morning, but it's been a hell of a day for me. But I do want to discuss what transpired on yesterday as far as well, we know the Philadelphia 76ers did tie the game with the Atlanta Hawks, and we had already said prior to that game that would more than likely be the outcome, that it would go to a Game 7. So that's not too much surprising. So we're not gonna jump right into that. But the game that I really want to talk about is because I hear so many of these smooth brain people, like these people brains is so damn smooth that I keep hearing stuff. Paul George carried his team without a Kawhi Leonard. He had an injured superstar, and he still carried his team in the playoffs, something that LeBron can do. Man, how smooth can your brain be? Did y'all see the stat sheet of these games and the contribution from the other players of these games? Did you see the contributions of my guy who showed out last night? Have you seen what Reggie Jackson been doing the past 2 or 3 games? Just giving you over 20 timely threes, getting to the basket, just flexing at times, taking Utah spirit. And not only that these other players have been playing. And I'm talking about, what's his name? His middle name is Grown Ass Man. The way he played last night and dropped 37 points. So let's just say LeBron James had teammates that were dropping 25 and 30 for him. Kind of like when KD the other night when Jeff Green went out there and gave you 27 and they won the game. But then the next game he didn't do that and they lost the game. So like I keep telling you, you can't do it all by yourself, dum-dums. So now all of a sudden people say like Paul George is the one who won the game. Like he wasn't getting contributions from Morris. Like he wasn't getting contributions from Reggie Jackson. Like he wasn't getting contributions from Man. Come on now. Big people, use your brain. And then, not only that, Kawhi is hurt, but there's some other injuries to be talked about too. Utah main 2 players, their 2 best players are hurt. So Donovan Mitchell clearly was not himself after game 2, the first 2 games they won. So after that, they didn't win another game, if you notice that. And if you go back and watch my video, I said after game 2, how he hurt himself at the end with the last 30 seconds with the dumb foul that they made, trying to foul in the waning moments of the game when the game was really already out of reach. So that just aggravated his already injured ankle that was already hurt before the playoffs started. So he was going into the series injured. Let's not forget he missed the first game. And then Mike Conley nursing that sore hamstring, which caused him to miss the entirety of the series. So don't act like that they beat a fully healthy #1 seeded Utah team. Y'all dumb as hell. I mean, how smooth do your brain got to be? Is what I'm trying to figure out. And then I know on yesterday, y'all might have thought something was weird because I might have had a glitch in the matrix or something because I said I don't be roasting KD. And I said if I was roasting KD, it'll look something like this. Okay, so now I hope it make sense. Because look at them shoes and look at that hair. That would be hating. But I'm not hating. I'm just pointing that out. I'm not hating on that man. But damn, Mr. BDB, let's get it together. And speaking of Kevin Durant, put down in the comments if you think he gonna do what it needs to take to help will this team to victory tonight, because there won't be a Kyrie. James Harden is not gonna be doing any better. His hamstring is still injured. So this is gonna come down between Hart, what the crowd. If Milwaukee can come out and take the lead the way they typically been doing the past few games and keep the crowd out of the game, then I think Milwaukee can win this game. But if Middleton doesn't show up, then the Bucks don't really have a good chance. Drew Holiday must take advantage of James Harden because he still can't move laterally. He still cannot play defense the way he's capable of, and he's not even just known for his defense, although he has improved recently. You have to take advantage of a mismatch in that matchup between Drew Holiday and James Harden, because that's something that is going to get you points damn near every time. So I think if I had to pick, I'm still going to have to take Milwaukee, only because just like in the Utah series. Now, if Kyrie Irving was not injured and James Harden was fully healthy, then I'd be picking Brooklyn. Hell, if it was a fully healthy Harden and KD, I'd be picking Brooklyn. But I will say this, if Jeff Green can come out and drill 6 or 7 threes like he did the other night, or if, what's the guy name, if he show up, Shamit or Joe Harris decide he can start making three-pointers again, he hit them all year, now all of a sudden he can't hit them. Now y'all see how LeBron felt when he was dealing with Kyle Korver, because Kyle Korver was sitting up there all the time, making shots during the regular season, but could never make shots at the end in the playoffs when it really mattered, when he wide open on the three. So anyway, I don't want to digress, but my main point is we are looking very much forward to this game on tonight to see what Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets will do. My little bro, shout out to my little bro, he up there in New York right now, Harlem, Uptown. So much love to Harlem, New York, much love to all the boroughs of New York. Unfortunately, with Father's Day weekend and a lot of other things going on, I'm not going to be able to make it up there. But if they do advance, you might see your boy up there in the NYC, word up, and we can go live or something, do something out there so y'all can check out the game. But either way, I just want to send peace and much love to everybody. I so much appreciate everybody kind words to me over the past few days as we all go through trials and tribulations and things of that nature. So much love to everybody for that. And I do want to come with a show next week to just focus on the Los Angeles Lakers because there's a lot of things going on, a lot of rumors. One thing, I don't know if everybody else saw, Kyle Kuzma on his Instagram yesterday actually removed Lakers from his Instagram, from his title. And Dennis Schroeder had did the same earlier, and you saw when he came out. And that kind of, speaking of Dennis Schroeder, that's my point about the Clippers. He laid a goose egg. You had players that was literally going out there scoring 0. So you talking about LeBron can't carry a team without his injured superstar. Well, if the other player scored, then maybe he could. But what do you want to do? Do every damn thing by himself while other players scoring 2? You're in the NBA and scoring 2. KCP. Schroeder. I for one say get Drummond out of there. He talking about people drunk. If he won't sign for the league minimum, yeah, you might not. You better sign for something low. Nobody gonna pay you high dollar. Back to the goal center, old school style. Can't stretch the floor. Can only go out here and get rebounders. We don't need that. Lakers don't need that. The Lakers need shooters. Lakers need a C.J. McCollum, a Bradley Beal, a certified shooter that's gonna take the pressure off of LeBron James to where he can actually facilitate more and spread the floor where he can actually get to the lane. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the games that's going on tonight. So we're going to see if Kevin Durant is going to be capable of it. I'm very interested. I want to take a poll. I'm going to pin it down here below. So I want you to answer the poll below and let me know. Do you think that Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets will win tonight? I'm not sure what the stat line is. I have to go in there and look. What the bet line is. I would imagine that Brooklyn would be favorites at home. But if I would encourage anybody to take Milwaukee plus the points, because my heart is saying Brooklyn, because I feel like the fans and everything else is going to make them win, and Kevin Durant is going to have a monstrous game, and maybe Milwaukee just folds. That is what my heart is saying. But in my head, I'm just saying Brooklyn should be outmatched in this game because of the injuries. And just like in the Clippers series, they outmatched them because of the injuries. But Terrence Mann stepping up. Terrence, I am the man, stepped up last night. And now you see the Clippers' first time ever in the Western Conference Finals. So congratulations to them. I know Ty Lue said, hey, if you're a fan of LA and now that the Lakers out, come on and cheer for the Clippers. But hey, that'll never happen. Clippers building their stadium out there in Inglewood, if I am not mistaken. So they will no longer be sharing the Staples Center with the Los Angeles Lakers. But at the end of the day, we all know if Anthony Davis and LeBron James were fully healthy, they would probably still be playing right now, and it wouldn't be the Phoenix Suns. You would be looking at the Lakers versus Clippers Western Conference Finals, is what you wanted to see last year and what we want to see this year. But of course, the basketball gods had something else in store with all of the injuries. So I'm already looking forward to next season. Just to be honest, we're going to have a great offseason to discuss a whole lot of things as free agency picks up in another month or so. And then also, football season will be starting up. But before you know it, basketball season will be back around. Of course, the Olympics are going to be very interesting this year. And I'm very interested to see the Olympic team and how they perform against some of these great performers, some of these great foreign players without that of a LeBron James, because we all know Spain had the USA back against the wall with some of their greatest players in the last Olympics, but LeBron James was able to hit some key shots down the stretch against Marc Gasol and Pau Gasol. And shout outs to Pau Gasol because he's still playing overseas and still winning championships and leagues. So he just loved the game. And even though it hadn't been a fit for him in the NBA, just because he's been older, he still has that much love for the game that he's still playing over there in Spain. So I, for one, think the Lakers are going to keep Marc Gasol because he doesn't really have any trade value, and Marc Gasol is only getting paid $2 or $3 million next year, and he started most of the year. So I think the Lakers will bring them back and not choose to overpay Drummond. There's no need to shell out millions of dollars to Andre Drummond, because what does he bring to the table? The Lakers need to shell out millions of dollars and try to get a point guard. Speaking of which, we all saw Kemba Walker get traded to OKC yesterday. But I think this is going to be a ploy to end up moving him to a more destination to where he will be, where he would much rather be. So at the end of the day, y'all, I'm looking very much forward to this game. And as always, I just want to say right on to the real and much love to the haters. I'm out.